Hi friends, this is Sadik. Today I am preparing this video to demonstrate about the WebSocket connector in Mule 4. Although mainly we are talking here the uses of WebSocket connector and WebSocket terminology while implementing in product or in project. Although we prefer to have stateless communication from one resource to another resource in order to avoid unnecessary occupancy or unnecessary use of the resources. But in few scenario, if we wanted to have uh, to push data from one resource to other resource, or to fetch data from one resource to other resource in continuous manner or in permanent manner, in that case we prefer to have socket connection and socket terminology that we have to make a handshake request, or we have to notify to other resource to start sending data from one source to other source. In that way, uh, WebSocket connector helps a lot and very useful topology to implement this kind of communication from in between the resources. Although I would like to highlight here that Microsoft have shared a very vast explanation and configuration steps that we can follow to configure in our Microsoft application to prepare the WebSocket server or WebSocket client. Let me show you over here that how it works. You can see that this is the HTTP topology and this is the WebSocket. In the WebSocket, we have to make one request to the server from client, and we can see that we are receiving multiple response or data being pushed from server to client without any, and this all this communication will happen in the same socket connection or same tunnel. But in HTTP topology, you can see that we have to send one request and we will receive response and the connection closed. This is the stateless and this is the stateful. Definitely, WebSocket have to have a configuration strategy, or it provide the facility to close connection after getting response, or time bounded, or frequency of based on the frequency of responses. So the WebSocket have very useful in terms of when we see the stock exchange websites, or some currency exchange website updating their data or their exchange rate very frequently based on the market rates or market responses. Let me show you the website. I found one website that is updating data very frequently on their website. This is a stock exchange website. We'll find that they are updating data very fast. These kind of applications are using the WebSocket programming. They have made one request to server, and server keep updating, pushing the data to the website to update their data continuously, or modifying data or publishing data based on the response from server. So let me show you over here that what I have done while designing the WebSocket. You can see that I am sending request to the WebSocket. Um, this is the send. You can see you will get the dependency on the dependency from the doc page, Microsoft documentation over here, and just add here. You will this will be downloaded in your application, and you just have to find the required operation based component in WebSocket and use in your application whenever required. So I am using right now to send and to make connection, to open connection and send data to the WebSocket server. I developed one Java application that is behaving as a WebSocket server, where the request is landing and it's responding based on the based on logic I have written over here. So this is server. Definitely I will commit both the code in my Git repository. You can download from there. So I'm not going very deeply with the server. Let me go once at least. Okay. So required method I have implemented. That's the open. That's the on close. Okay. That's required, and on message. These three messages are required in the class to open connection, close connection, and based on the command it responds to the server. So I have created this, and another thing that I have created one class which is keep pushing the data to the client. The MuleSoft application is my client application, and this Java application is my WebSocket server application. Okay, so as I have shown here that this application is working as a client, WebSocket client, and this application is sending request, they are keep pushing data over here. Once they have this application has been notified that with the request to the server. So these two classes I have prepared, they are just responding instantly, and another is that is keep pushing data after 10 seconds, like that. You can see. Okay, let me go again. I'll change it to 5 seconds. Okay, just for our convenience. So this is server. Okay, let me start the server. This server. Second thing is that let me go through the MuleSoft application. Although this is the just test application, I'm going over here with the mule flow. You can see here that I'm checking that in object store I having connection or not, socket connection or not, socket ID. If not, then I open the socket connection, and based on that it reaches here. Then I go over here and I store socket ID in object store, and then send to the server. Okay, and based on that there is another flow. You can see the outbound message. It Whenever I receive the response from the server trying to push the data to the client, I receive data from the server. You can see that I'm receiving the same data. Let me show you that configuration. Let me go to global event. You can see this is the sample one. I'm not using right now this one, so I can show you over here a send. You can see this is my local server, localhost 8080 WebSocket server. So let me show you that open the application. This I prepared for me. Uh, okay, you can see that you can see client connection one. This I have prepared one HTML page. You can see the HTML page. Let me open the HTML page. Sorry. This is my HTML page. I am sending request to my client local application which I have developed, and this application is behaving as a client. So I prepared this for testing purpose. You can see that. Let me show you the message which reaches to the server. Uh, okay. Okay. Let me show you that. You can see this is that the client is pushing the data to me in every 5 seconds. Let me let's wait for 5 seconds. Again, you will receive the data. This is for server testing purpose only, not the MuleSoft. So just give me 5 seconds. See, you got your another message that's having differences. Almost few seconds, almost 1 minute. Okay, so let's go. Let me show you that how it works with the application, with the Mule application. So you have seen that the configuration I have done. This is the WebSocket configuration. There is two configuration over here. Both is inbound and the outbound. This is the inbound is reacting as a server, and this is for client. This configures client like you are sending message to the server. This is going to behave as a server. In case if you are designing your mail application to behave as a WebSocket server. Okay. Uh, so I have let me go through again. I have developed application in which I am opening one channel. Then with the help of channel, I am sending request to the server. Okay, and I'll show you that I am using the same connection to communicate between client to server. Okay, let me open here this way and open here this way. Let me delete everything first. My application is not running. Let me start my application first. You can see the server is still pushing the data to the client, and it's using the same session ID. Session ID is 0. So it's using the same session ID, same communication, same connection to communicate with this with the client. Okay, it started. Okay, let me go through one by one. I have written some code in logic in server. Let's see that how it works. So first let me clear my connect all this object store and with all the stuffs. Okay, fine. Let's go. You can see I am talking with the I am sending one request to the server. Let's see how it works. You see, the session is created is 1. Session ID is 1. You can see the session ID, the socket ID is this one. Let me copy here. Okay, this is socket ID and this is session ID over here. This is the server. This is the server and this is the client. Okay, let me send you the another request. Okay, I made one request. Okay, hello amigo, are you there? I got a response. Let me go to the response. Yeah, I got the reply. Hello Sadiq, how are you? Okay, so let me go through the other request, other response. Okay, I got the reply. Do reply. Okay, great. I am fine. Looking for your help. Great. I am good here. Please tell me what I can do for you. Okay. This one I got the reply from the server. The server responded me, and they are using the same ID. You can see the session ID is 1. Okay, in the client side, and let's see the server side socket. This is the socket ID. Okay. While I receive the response, you can compare the socket ID is the same. Is the 5 times 0 and 5. You can see all is same. So the communication is happening in the same session. while server is responding to the client or not, they are communicating the same channel, same socket. You can see that yeah, server is keep pushing me this message that Sadiq waiting for your reply, waiting for your reply. Like they are using the same session until I'm not closing that session from my side or is from server side. So you can see that you got the other again message return reply. Okay, let's go and reply here. Okay, let me clean the okay, let me clean here everything here. Okay, you can see please close my account in XYZ branch. Okay, I got a reply. I have one request to close my account for please ping me in section. Okay, so I got this reply from server. Anyway, this statement is not correct, but I got the reply from my server. I'll show you that where I have written this code. Let me go to the code. You can see that I have wrote this code over here. You can see the code. Whatever I am sending here, based on that I am receiving message from here. So these are both this is used to communicate in the both direction. You can see it works established bidirectional and full duplex communication between server and client. Okay, so the server and client both are communicating in the same session. You can see the session is same everywhere, session is same, and over here you can say as well the session ID is same. This is the socket ID, this is the socket ID, and this is the session ID over here of the socket. Okay, so in the moving forward, I let me send you the another request. Okay, yes, we have closed your account. This is SR. Okay, you can see all the message is coming here. This is server and this is client. So it works with the way that it communicate from one resource to other resource. Okay, we got let me see. Okay, let me see. I got the response. Fine. So this is the way they works with each other, that they communicate in the same channel or same socket connection until we are not closing intentionally. Okay, so I in this demo I have shown you that they communicate bidirectional in the same session. Instead of talking in the small SL communication from in the REST communication, and how it behaves when we implement. Uh, and it works on HTTP infrastructure. Like it works. You can see the configuration I have done over here. Let me show you here. Although this is the work on the HTTP infrastructure, but it worked with the stateful communication. Okay, let me show you that under and where it cannot be used. Very important thing for WebSocket. If you are expecting to receive response with the extra interval or the huge amount of time before receiving any response from server to the client, do not use the WebSockets, because it will consume your resources on server or memory to process response from server to client. And it is not required to implement anywhere in the services or integration where you are expecting response instantly. This kind of topology used in this application or product where we are expecting instant response. But in most of the our cases, while designing REST API, we are expecting response from the respective resources uh, for the of the future data, not the instant data. It's like I want to extract the report of last 7 days. I will design my REST API instead of WebSocket. But I would like to have instant response from the server, or I need to have instant decision from the server. I'll use WebSocket communication to have resources or to have data to extract for application. Thanks a lot. This is the only purpose of preparing this video. Hope you like this, and we should have thankful to the MuleSoft that they have released WebSocket Connector. Although I have not demonstrated um, other components in WebSocket which they have released, but definitely it is very useful to work with that, as I have implemented most of the component. So feel free to reach to me, and I'm going to commit my code in my Git repository, so you can download from there. This is my Git repository. You can download all the code from here itself. Thanks.